What's up, everybody? My name's Adam, and I'm an artist out of northern Wisconsin. Critical Tattoo Supplies has seen my Critical Torque tattoo machine review on my YouTube channel. And I said specifically in that YouTube video that when I purchased the Critical Torque, that I forgot to buy the Footswitch. Critical ended up reaching out to me through Instagram, and they were like, yo, what's up? You want a Footswitch? And of course, I was like, hell yeah, I want a Footswitch. So long story short, they sent me one. Now they sent me this with no plans on me making a review video. They were simply just doing it because I made the review video on the Torque and that they seen that I didn't have one. So they were just being nice people and they were going to send me this, not expecting me to make this video. Now in this video, I'm not going to go crazy in depth or anything on this. If you guys want to see a very in-depth video on this, just let me know down in the comments, because there's a lot of things we could do with this that we're not going to get into. I'm simply going to connect it to the Critical Torque, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the both of them. So what's in the box? All right, so the Footswitch box is pretty straightforward. It is black on one side, white on the other. Pretty standard box with some plastic on it. We're going to take that plastic off right now. In the box, we're obviously going to find the Critical Footswitch. We're going to find a user manual, and we're going to also get a Critical Tattoo Supply sticker. Critical is always very good with this. They always have QR codes to video tutorials on their manuals. Looking at the user manual, it is all very straightforward, but feel free to pause the video and read it yourself. Reading the back part of the manual actually scared me at first because it says that it requires 2 AAA batteries. I do not know why I just assumed that this Footswitch would have a rechargeable battery on the inside of it, but it does require AAA batteries, and this Footswitch actually does come with some. Picking up the Footswitch right away, I was like, geez, this thing is heavy. Obviously, with it being a Footswitch, you're going to want it to be very durable, and that comes with using heavier materials on the inside. Probably also better to have a little bit of weight on it so it's not just sliding around your floor. Here is the plastic tab you're going to want to pull out, which is going to activate the batteries. As for the build quality on this Footswitch, it is very nice. The top of the switch is a nice hard plastic, and then there is a sticker that has the Critical logo on top. As for the back of it, it has a rubber non-slip padding on the bottom of it, and then there is also a few screws. If you remove these screws, you're able to take off the back of it and get to the battery so you can replace them. You'll also notice an LED light on it that will indicate the battery life that you have remaining in your batteries, and then it will also indicate when you are connecting to Bluetooth. All right, now let's talk about how you connect your Critical Torque tattoo machine to the Footswitch. Obviously, first you're going to have to turn on your tattoo machine. You do that by holding the big Critical button. After your tattoo machine is on, you're going to want to hold the top 2 buttons to bring up your settings menu. And then once you're in the settings, the setting we're actually looking for is the very first setting. It's called Critical Connect. Click Connect, and then make sure you tap your Footswitch so that it is in pairing mode. It should literally connect to your machine right away. Then when you're back in the settings, you're going to want to go down to pedal mode. What this is going to allow you to do is switch between continuous and momentary mode. What continuous mode is when you press down on the pedal, you just tap it once and your machine will stay running. Now going back in the settings, you'll also be able to switch it back to momentary mode. What that mode does is that anytime your foot is on the foot pedal, your machine will start running, and then when you remove your foot from the foot pedal, it will stop running. I do believe that this momentary mode will cost you more battery juice in your Footswitch, just because during it, your foot pedal has to stay in constant connection with your machine. I don't know if that is true, but maybe someone could tell me down in the comments. Anytime you want to pause the connection between the machine and the Footswitch, you can put your machine in standby mode. You do that by pressing the Critical button twice. All right, now let me give you guys my opinions on this Footswitch. So obviously, if you guys are already using a Footswitch, some artists now are not using a Footswitch, but if you already are using one, this is very easy to switch to using this one. I can tell you guys right now that it was a very hard change for me when I was using a foot pedal back in the day, and then when I switched to the pen machines now, I would literally hover my foot in the air because I wasn't used to not having a Footswitch. It's one of those things when you use a Footswitch for so long and then it gets taken away from you, it just feels really weird. Mostly when you use it in like on this one with the momentary mode, where when you hold it, the machine runs. It just makes you feel like you are like one with your tattoo machine. I also don't know if this is actually better for your tattoo machine in momentary mode, because you hold it down and then the motor runs and then you can let go and then the motor like putters out or whatever. I don't know if it's good to put your machine through those cycles of going on and off. You would think it's actually better for the motor because that's less runtime on the motor. I don't know. Maybe someone could tell me down in the comments. I also don't understand this right here, these little metal prongs right here. This is for a clip cord. I don't know if that's made to go into a power supply into here to actually run this powered without like batteries or something. I'm guessing that that's what that is. I just don't understand how that works. Because a standard foot pedal, I just ran and grabbed one real quick. A standard foot pedal just goes, you know, the wire into the foot pedal like that. And then it goes to an RCA port. So with this one, it's like, wouldn't power be feeding into this? Like, what voltage do you put the power supply? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I think someone understands what I'm trying to say in the comments probably. All I know is that there's a lot more features with this thing. And if you guys want to find out with me and learn about some of the features where I do a deep dive and we figure out more things that we could do with this, just let me know down in the comments. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This critical foot switch only works with other like critical products. So only with the critical torque, with the Bishop critical battery, with those RCA batteries that Critical makes. It only works with critical line of products. What I would like changed with this, because I will try to use this for at least a month, but I know I'm not going to use this forever, only because that it takes like AAA batteries. If this had a Type-C port where I could just plug it into a wall, I would be perfectly cool with that, and I'd probably use it forever. Or if it had like a solid, like rechargeable battery, you know, I could plug it in, charge it, not have to worry about, you know, extra batteries that are just gonna run out randomly during a tattoo. That's like too much stress on me. And then, yeah, just make it work with all tattoo machines. I don't think that there should be like a walled garden like Apple does, where you have to buy in their ecosystem. I mean, I just have never been a big believer in that. I believe, you know, and I know some other companies are going to like software lock their machines, like probably FK Irons or someone. They're going to, you know, software lock their machines to where it won't work with that. It would only work with theirs. I get that, but I mean, at least allow some of the other players to use your Footswitch also. What I'm going to need all you guys to do is go over to my YouTube channel and go check out the Critical Torque review video. I have a review video, a hands-on video, and an unboxing video. This is probably one of the best tattoo machines, if not the best tattoo machine. So make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, I love you, Critical. Thank you very much for sending me the Footswitch. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys click the subscribe button. Make sure you guys click the like button so your boy can get on top. I'll talk to you guys down in the comments. As always, guys, have a good day. Peace out. Bye-bye.